The old way of generating leads, sending hundreds or thousands of messages on LinkedIn, sending hundreds or thousand messages on WhatsApp or cold emails, it's dead. And data is proving it. Look at the data. In 2018, the average reply rate from the email campaign was way above 5%. In 2026, this dropped below 3.5. But if you look into the SaaS business model and B2B, this reply rate, it will be way beyond 2%. So guys, what that actually mean? If in this week you will send 1,000 emails, you will probably get 4 replies. Out of those 4 replies, I guess you will get 0 positive or you will get 0 direct conversation with the client. That's how bad it was. Luckily, in 2026, we have new ways to approach the lead generation. And I will show you how instead of sending 1,000 emails and praying that something works, you will send 30 or 100 messages and you will get much higher replies and you will get opportunities to meet right client in the right time. So today, I will help you to understand the difference between volume and relevance approach, the difference between old way and new way of generating the leads. I will help you to understand what tools they're not working anymore and where you should put your attention to which tools you should actually use. And the last but not least, at the end of this episode, you will decide should you adapt to the new way or stay with the old way. So next 10 minutes, guys, will be very, very intense. Get ready and buckle up. Let's do it. So guys, quick context about myself. I've been doing B2B sales 15 years and last 7 years I've been running EVIT company that is focusing on consulting how to do the sales, marketing and how to go to the market, meaning expand globally your business. During those 15 years, a lot of things changed. And I want to show you and compare old way of the doing the lead generation and finding client versus the new way. Okay, let's do it right now. In the old way, we sent 10,000 emails or 100,000 emails, depends on your setup, to your ICP. That's it. In the new way, you send much less messages, around 100. You send it also to your ICP, but based on the trigger and the signals. I will explain you later what it is exactly. Second, in the old way, we did mass LinkedIn pitching. In the new way, we're waiting for the right signal and doing the right approach in the right time. In the old way, we were buying more tools, we were buying more database to reach more people. In the new way, we focus on setting up the system, setting up the process, setting up the signals and trigger to reach the right people in the right time. In the old way, people were hoping that AI can replace the process. In the new way, AI is part of the process and make it much stronger, give you better results. In the old way, we were counting volume to generate the pipeline. In the new way, we are looking at relevance to build the pipeline. So in the nutshell, the old way of the lead generation, it's a volume, it's buying more data, buying more tools, hiring more people, and getting more messages out there to the market and hope something can be done. In the new way, the shift is in this area that we focus on AI, we focus on the very specific process, we focus on reaching the client who are buying right now. And this will be the main shift because in the old way, we reach into the buyers and we don't know if they want to buy our product now. So very often we hear, hey, this is not relevant at this moment, not now, not come back to me later, wherever. In the new way, we will know exactly when the buyer is buying. So guys, let's start with the volume versus relevance. In the past, I used to send around 1,000 emails and it took me up to 2 weeks. Then positive reply rate, if I build my campaign very well, if content was good, it was around 2%. Now I am sending up to 100 messages, not more than that. And positive reply rate is 5.8%. which is significantly higher. But what I want to tell you also is the quality of this positive reply is much higher, meaning the people I'm talking with, they're much more open to discuss with me because they have a burning problem that I can solve for them. So what you can see, basically, we have a less volume, but higher amount of the people, which are higher quality prospects coming back to us. And this is exactly what you want to do in 2026. That's how you want to generate the leads. So next, let me move to the trigger-based or signal-based campaigns. What it is. Basically, in the old way, we decide our ICP. We describe who is the company we want to reach and who is the avatar we will be talking to. And that's completely fine. And this is very okay to do so. And we should have the information who is our client. But the problem with that outreach was we had to have a lot of volume because we didn't know if this ICP, ideal client profile, was buying right now. So what we end up with, sending 1,000 messages, and most of those messages end up to the people who are not ready to buy. They still our ICP, but they're not buying now. In the new way, trigger-based or signal-based, we are able to say who is buying now. So first of all, we design our ICP as we did in the old way. But the second thing, we discuss about the triggers and signal. What the clients say online, what the client kind of information they release publicly that can give us signal. What is happening in their life, in their business that give us signal that this is good time for us to reach out to them. What is the goal of the new way? We're reaching the same prospect, but in the right timing. The timing when they are buying now. The timing when they feel I have a big problem and I need help to solve it. So guys, I guess now you probably ask yourself, oh, Adam, so how we can do it? Where we can get this information? If you think that you have to research every prospect online, check their Facebook, check their Reddit, check their LinkedIn, check other social media, it's take too much time, obviously. There is another way, and I will share that with you in just 1 minute. If you were just thinking now that, hey, I can use LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Over there, LinkedIn can tell me if there are people recruiting, and that's the signal. Yeah, and you are right, that's the signal. But the problem with that is you have access to Sales Navigator, and millions of other people, they do as well. So what is happening when somebody releases the job on LinkedIn, there is like 1,000 people text them immediately. How I know? Because I did that and I had the same problem. 1,000 people text me immediately, everything the same. Hey, I see you recruiting. I have a great engineer. It doesn't work. You need to have a different way. And let me explain what's the different way. Guys, in the new way, we are using AI that is pre-context load, that understand who is our ICP and understand our signal to find for us correct ideal client profile who is buying right now. In the new way, or in the system that we built for our clients, we will define not only ideal client profile, not only the company that we want to target, not only avatar, the personality that we want to target, but also we will define the signals and triggers that will give us sign this client is buying right now. And this is super important. How we do it? I build the agent in the cloud cowork. You can actually see the video I share with my audience how to build it. I share how does it work, and also I share in for you link to download this. So feel free to go and download this, implement, test by yourself. The link is down below in description. And guys, this is the gold. Seriously, it's working like magic. So guys, if you feel this content is valuable for you, please like, subscribe, and this is just begin. We will go much deeper. In the next step, I will share you how to save much more money and much more time. So not only how to find the right client when in the time when they're buying, but now we will talk about your tools. Let me get into it. So guys, I have this privilege that I can consult the businesses and I can see transparently what they're doing. And there are two types of the businesses I see. One type of the business is when I go to there, they have nothing. They have no sales team, they have no tools, they have no activities, no process, zero, and they run only on the founder network. The second type of the company, they have tens of tools. They have everything. They have Apple or LinkedIn, Lemlist. They buy Zoom info. They buy this. They buy everything, and they still failing. Actually, I see more tools they have, the more problem they have. If you are a second type of the company, I have a very good news for you. You can basically reduce the amount of money you're paying for your tools because now AI help us to cover nearly most of them. That's the good news for the type of the companies number two. If you are a company number one, meaning you operate only on the network of founder, you sell only through the personal relationship, the good news is as well here that you can take AI, which is pretty cheap, and start looking for the clients who are now ready to buy with the system I just explained you 1 minute ago. Why I feel this is important to say, it's basically that I want you to start noticing the shift. It's not anymore we have 1,000 tools which are very difficult to integrate together. We have a AI as an operating system that can do most of those activities. And if AI cannot do some activities that the other tools can, AI can easily integrate with them, with those tools, and operate them for you. So look at the AI as an operating system for your sales department. So guys, I want to talk about another thing, which is a compounding result. When I started building AI for my company, I built it on the Claude Cowork. And when I started seeing that, hey, this is bringing very consistent and good result. At the beginning, before I implemented AI, I spent every day 2 hours on doing lead generation. After I implement AI and I saw that, hey, it's working very well, I don't have to check anymore. I spent around 20 minutes. So from 2 hours, I reduced it to 20 minutes. Basically, AI was giving me data. I was just reaching to the right people with the right message. That's it. 20 people per day. It was enough. I actually had so many meetings that I had to stop doing lead generation because we couldn't handle anymore. Now I move to phase number 3, where I don't do any more lead generation. Basically, the job that I need to do now working with AI, it's so simple. It just click on the link, copy paste specific message and nothing else. I shift it completely to my assistant. Why I'm mentioning about this? Because step by step, you will see how the AI adding you compounded value, meaning it's helping you to reduce the time that you engage in activity, but also giving you higher quality output, which is amazing. And that's why you need to consider at least or start implementing AI the same as we did here at EVIT or we did doing for our clients. Guys, when I was opening this video, I said I will help you to make 3 important decisions. And the last decision was about should you pivot and go to the new technologies or should you stay and doing what you do? What I want to share with you is something what really, really scares me. It's basically I noticed something and I'm really afraid of this concept and this is my idea. I hope it will not come true, but I want to share it with you. If we look at the businesses now, let's say we divide them for the startups, we divide them for SMEs, small and medium enterprises, and then we have a corporate or enterprise big companies. If I look at those 3, I feel very safe about startup. In my opinion, they will survive and they will go and develop, become bigger companies. I feel very okay about corporation, but I have a huge fear about SMEs. Let me explain why. I don't know why, but SMEs, they're last to take the new technologies into their business. It's maybe because they don't have much resources. Maybe it's very risky for them. But if you look at the corporation, they have a lot of money, so they will not die. If you look at the startups, they're very agile. They open to test. They can test something in 1 or 2 days. But if you look at the SMEs, this is the danger zone. This is the area where we kind of comfortable and we don't want to change because what it worked in the past, it's probably will work in the future. And I don't think it will be like that. Why? If you look at my system where I create trigger-based AI system that I mentioned you, and I am able now to prospect people who have the pain point right now, who are buying right now, and I am able to do it in 10 minutes, and you want to compete with me using the old way, let's say you go to your friend and asking them if they have a deal, or you send the email, you have no chance to compete with me. Seriously. And anyone who will be able to either take the technology, implement it, or anyone who has a lot of cash and don't have to worry about that, those two businesses will survive. But I have a very, very big fear about SMEs. So if you are in this area, ask yourself, do you want to keep as it is because it feels comfortable? Or maybe it's time to change the approach, implement new technology, and be competitive. So guys, that's it for today's episode. I have only two things that I can suggest you to do right now. First of all, it's if you feel that you want to try this trigger barrier system, as I said, I have a video and I have this system completely free for you to download. I will link it down below in the description. It should be always also pop up somewhere on the screen. The second thing, if you want to analyze your business deeper, if you want to understand or audit your company, if you want to assess if you are ready to go global, if you want to assess that your company is ready to implement AI or new technology, feel free to reach me out through my website or LinkedIn, book the consulting session. Thank you so much, and I see you in the next episode. Bye bye.